Hello, folks. This is Kevin from Good Day, Good Prayers. Hope you're having a great day. I've got my paper plate up there behind my camera, and I have my little buzzwords on it so that if I start to stumble on certain words, I can look up there. I usually practice a little bit on the show I'm going to do, because even though I don't have a firm writing of the show, I try to have a general idea of where the show is going to go. And then I allow the Lord to put in it whatever He wants to put in it. I don't consider this my show here on Good Day, Good Prayers. I consider it God's show and God's time, and I'm here to make sure that the information that He has given me over the years has gotten to you. Now, as it has gotten to you, you will be able to understand everything. Now, each of my shows, I'll have 2 or 3 or 4 shows, and then the next one will build on those shows. And in that show, I will begin to put those little wedges in of that sphere that I talk about so often. And each of those little pieces will go in to make sure that the sphere then is complete. And that's what I'm trying to do, is to start with information, complete everything, so that the sphere then will be complete. Now, my shows are anywhere from 5 to 10 minutes. And as I do the shows, sometimes I get to a point where I start to and that kind of aggravates some of you, I know. Because I see that a lot of times people get 4 or 5 minutes into the show and they turn it off. The way the show is built, I give the opening information for the show, and then I build on it in 2 or 3 kind of layers, almost like an onion, to where the show then is complete. Well, the first half of the show, whether it's 3, 4, 5 minutes, is important for you to understand what the show will ultimately be about. It actually builds the stage. And then the last half of the show is the important information, because it helps to complete the complete thought of the show itself. And a lot of you, I know, get upset because I'm very deliberate, very slow. And that's what I've become. But this is the time in my life that I need to give you this information so that you'll have the information. And I can't do much about the way that my life is now. There's not much I can do about it. Know that on certain days when you hear those are days when I'm not doing so well. On the other days when you don't hear so much of that, I'm doing a little bit better. And you see probably that I have more days that are not great than days that are great. And that's well and fine. Now, I plan to get all of the information out that I have for you before I have to end the show. But if I don't, God will raise somebody else up to complete this. And you'll have to search for that. You'll have to find out who it is and whatnot, and subscribe to their show and go ahead and allow the Lord to complete it on that show. But I'm fully expecting to be able to get everything completed so that when the sphere is completed, you'll have all that information that you need. Now, each and every time I will continue to build one show upon another upon another. And I know some of you, after 3 to 5 minutes, you have to turn off the show. And I hope that you get back to the show, because everything that I have to say in the second half is really the most important part of the video. The rest of the stuff is building up to that point when I'm ready to release the information that needs to be released on that particular video. And so that's what I'm doing. I do need more subscribers. I do need more people to give me the thumbs up and all of those kinds of things. I do need people to, by word of mouth, tell other people about the show and tell people what I'm doing. Well, if you don't listen to the second half of my shows, you really don't know what I'm doing. So you're going to have to go back 25 shows or so and watch the second half of them. And you'll probably have to watch the first half so that you could figure out what I'm saying in the second half. I'm really sorry. I know that's a real pain in the butt for some of you, because you just really don't have a lot of time to deal with it and so on. But this information is going to do you a world of good if you'll allow it to. This is Kevin from Good Day, Good Prayers, and I hope that you have a great day. Good day.